Hey guys, welcome back and happy Friday, or I guess, was it Saturday afternoon? So anyways, came home this evening to a couple boxes from USPS. So these are from SGC. I think most of the cards, if not all the cards, belong to Paul and Simon. So thank you guys once again for entrusting me with your valuables. And we're going to take a look and see what we got. But ultimately, we're going to go through the pre-grades. I'll tell you what I saw from what I remember. And then we'll flip it over and see, if we did well or not. But hopefully, like I said, it's really about accuracy more than anything else. Of course, there's a lot of cards here that we didn't think would be PSA 10s. Actually, all these cards in here we didn't think would be PSA 10s. That's kind of why we shot them into SGC based on the criteria we saw. Outside of that, thank you guys for continuing to reach out to me on Instagram. I still get a lot of messages here and there. I'm trying to get back to you guys as soon as possible. I've also been getting some comments on old videos about it's always the tag videos, man. You guys, if you like tag, use tag. I have nothing against tag. I just don't want to use them myself. Secondly is that I use a microscope to inspect cards at 4x magnification because that's just kind of what I do. Industry standard is 10x, to insinuate that I should use a Hubble telescope next is just, I don't know how else to say it. It's just stupid. You got comments, well, Smith doesn't have to use a microscope to inspect his cards.
Well, I do, so him and you too.
Anyway, so we're going to flip this around and we're going to take a look and see how we did. And hopefully we did pretty well for you guys. Once again, Simon and Paul, I'm crossing my fingers here and to hopefully see if we, did a good job. So let's go ahead and do this. All right, everybody. So you guys know the drill. I'm going to go through these. I will talk about what I remember. There's been a lot of cards as of late. Do a quick discussion, flip it over and see if we got any grade improvements. Some of these are crackouts. So some of these are actually crossovers. Talk about those too. But first off, we're going to do, this is for Paul Francisco Lindor. This was actually an SGC 98 back then with the green label. And we wanted to just reholder it. So hopefully it just comes back as a 10. It does 10-10. So that's nice. I never know if they regrade these cards or not. I know PSA sometimes does, but I'm not sure about SGC. Same thing. This is for Simon. It's another reholder, old label to new. This was a SGC 98 as well. Dwayne Wade, and we got the SGC 10, which is cool. Looks a lot better though, I'm not gonna lie. All right, next one. This is for Paul. It's a Leaf 1 of 1. They kind of look like the gold vinyl / the superfractors. Everyone was just kind of copying each other. This was not graded ahead of time. I thought this would probably get a 9. We got a 9-10, so 9 on the card itself and 10 on the autograph. Part of it was the corners. More so than anything, a lot of these were corners. Very minor surface issues on this one. Next one is the Metal Junior Caminero. I thought also this was going to be around a 9. And we got a 9-10 as well. So centering was good. Surface was not the best on this particular card. Same with the corners. 1 or 2 of the corners on the back. So got a 9-10 on that one. Gunnar Henderson, this one was bad. I remember this is the blue finest. I thought it was going to be like an 8. It was pretty messed up on the surface itself. Corners had a couple issues as well, but we wanted to try out SGC, and we got 8-10, so pretty close there. I think we actually are pretty spot on. Jose Altuve, this is a gold. Paul, I remember this one not being one of my favorites. Surface had a couple issues. Same with the corners, had the flip up in the back. Some of the older, a lot of the Topps cards that are like chrome, the backside kind of peels up a little bit at times if you look at it close enough. So we were hoping to kind of get a decent grade out of this one. I thought we'd be close to a 9 on this one. That was what we were hoping for. And we got the 9.5 on it. So congrats, that's awesome. Next one, Mickey Mantle. This is for Simon. This is a raw Mickey Mantle, one of the gold refractors. I think it came in a commemorative set or anything like that. So it looked okay. There was a couple surface issues on this one, and we ended up getting a 9 on it, so it's probably right. Checklist. This one is the Topps Chrome checklist for the Bulls. It's a refractor. This was originally in a, I believe, a BGS 8.5. Let me double check. It was. So BGS 8.5, pretty accurate. The surface was pretty banged up. Some of the edges were not also that great when I was looking at it, but looks like SGC is on point with that too, 8.5, so they're both in agreement. So we got that one. Next one's the Kobe. This is all for you, Simon. The back corners, as you know, a couple issues, flipping up as far as the back layer goes. So I thought, hopefully we get a 9 out of it, and we did. There we go. Next one here is the Kobe LeBron Topps card, and this one actually was in a BGS 8 7.5 centering, which I thought they were kind of brutal on it, to be honest with you. Corners 9, probably accurate. Edges 9.5, surface 8.5. There was a decent line on the surface that was kind of a combination of like an imprint scratch. So when you look into something like that, it does harm the card. But you know, put it in the hot shower and see what it did, and we ended up getting a 9 on that one. So a little grade bump. So congrats there. J-Rod, home field advantage. This is for you, Paul. You know I didn't like this card. The back corner, not the back corner, but the back surface. I don't know if you guys can see it, but let me see if I can show you. You see that little line there? That's a little indent. So that was definitely not a card that I wanted to send to PSA. But SGC is a little bit more lenient on the backside, in my opinion. I don't know if that's true, just from experience and data. And thank you, Paul, once again for supplying these cards for more data collection more than anything. But if it was me, I'd give this card probably a 6 or 7, just based on that indentation. But SGC, we got a 10 on that one, so congratulations on that. I'm not more accurate or anything like that. I think I'm just picky sometimes. When I see something, I just see it. Next one's a Mookie Betts refractor for Paul. This is part of your PC. I know you love Mookie. So I can't remember what I thought this card was. I thought it was going to be like a 9.95 maybe. There was a lot of scratches on the front from what I remember. We got a 10. Congratulations. Merino Prism. This one's numbered to 49, also for you, Paul. This one, you know what I thought. I didn't think it would get a PSA 10, but here we go. We got a SGC 10, so congrats. Same, another Merino. I did not think it would get a PSA 10, so we sent it to SGC to get an SGC 10. So congrats on that. Same thing, it was a corner issue. You can even see the bottom right. Oh, well, there you go. You can see it. You see how it's white? I put my finger so you can see it a little bit more. And then this side, same thing a little bit. So it's just understanding the difference in tolerances and guidelines for each company. It's not like no company's super accurate. They just base it on their guidelines. So, you know, when you look at a card like this that has good centering, good surface, and maybe 1 or 2 susceptible corners or edges, like SGC is my go-to. If it's off-centered, I'd send it to PSA. If it has bad corners, I wouldn't send it to PSA. So you just kind of have to configure your own little like Da Vinci Code and figure it all out. But here you go. Next one's the Michael Harris acetate card. I think this is number 50, Bowman Sterling. This is for you, Paul, once again. And you know I don't like acetate. There's usually quite a bit of scratches on it. Hoping for the best here. By the best, I mean hopefully we get an 8 or 9. And we got a 9 on this one. So congratulations on that. It's awesome. Bobby Witt Jr., same thing, Heritage. This is for you, Paul. And you know what I saw as far as the card goes. Quite a bit of corner issues. Or not quite a bit. Just one corner and edge issue really on the backside. And also the bottom edge as well. Front looked pretty good, as we saw in the inspection with my Hubble telescope. And we got a 10. So congratulations on that, my friend. It's pretty good. Bobby Miller, same thing. We saw a significant amount of scratches. There's also a nice indentation. Right. Where can you see it? Right in the middle, a little indent. So you already remember those things because they just, you know, they don't go away. But the rest of the card looked pretty decent. So same thing. Put this in a nice hot steamy shower. See if we can pop it out a little bit. And we ended up getting an SGC 10. All right. Pete Alonso. This was originally in a BGS 9 slab. Cracked it out, looked pretty decent. There was just one small surface issue on the front side, but typically SGC is a little bit more forgiving on one particular category, not in any particular order. Sometimes it's corners, sometimes in edges. Overall, it's an overall grade. That's how I feel SGC does things. It's not just like one thing eliminates you from a 10. So this one, outside of that, looked pretty good. And Sapphire, we got a 10. So congrats, Paul. Next is the Luminaries of the kid, Ken Griffey Jr., one of my favorite players growing up, being a Seattle guy. So, Paul, this is for you. It looked really good to me. Not good enough for PSA, obviously, but I felt you had a strong opportunity at potentially an SGC 10. And we got a 10-10. And I should rephrase that. Not good enough. Just doesn't fit PSA's criteria. And just like vice versa, there's a lot of cards we send to PSA that we wouldn't send to SGC. Next one, this is for you, Simon. This is the Magic Johnson. This was raw. This looked pretty good. As you know, there was an edge and corner issue on the backside, 2 corners. So we decided to give SGC a shot at it to hopefully get the best grade possible. And we got 9.5. I think that's a big win. Nice, beautiful triple patch, game used. They don't do that anymore, so there you go. Next one's for you, Paul. Same thing. This was in a BGS 9 Cal Ripken 1982 Fleer card. It was very nicely centered. One of the corners I did not like. That's the reason we did not send it to PSA. So we thought we'd give SGC a shot at it, and we got a bump to a SGC 9.5 Mint Plus. So congratulations. I think that goes up to like $200 or something like that. I'm not sure. And then we got a card that they wouldn't grade. I have an idea what it is. This is for you, Paul. I believe it's the Proof 1 of 1. Say, do not grade, no charge. Hey, so good news is you get a credit back, but this is a Leaf Metal 1 of 1 Junior Caminero. It's just a front layer. So, what is it? The code on the proof is not stored in the Leaf Authentics online database. So we sent it all together. They sent it all back, but there you have it. So, hope you guys enjoyed that. Pretty simple. So like I said, it's not because one company grades easier than the other. That's not the case at all. You just got to look at the cards, got to weigh the pros and the cons, and got to weigh it against the criteria per each company. That's really kind of where you get the most success if you're looking at numbers purely, as opposed to just, wanting 10s. Everybody wants 10s most of the time because people want to sell stuff. But, understanding it's one thing, getting pissed about it's another. Not that these companies don't make mistakes. I've had mistakes from every company, PSA included, PSA, BGS, SGC, HGA, TAG, whatever you want to call them. So I hope you guys get some value out of a submission like this. There's a lot to go over a lot of times, and I do a lot of due diligence in my inspections so that my folks, the folks that kind of use me as a submitter, get to kind of decide where they want to send the cards, as opposed to just me doing inspections saying, hey, we're going to send this here, this here. It's not what it's about. It's about you taking a look at what's in front of you at obviously like Hubble telescope level, and then kind of being able to weigh that into where you want to send something based on the odds of getting a good grade. And granted, like everything I do is just an assumption. I could be wrong, and I've been wrong plenty of times. But at least we're looking at the same data, and hopefully, we give ourselves the best possibilities that we can. So thank you guys again. These are beautiful slabs. SGC's looking pretty good. The thick slabs are kind of cool because they're a little bit thicker, and I don't know, they just look pretty good compared to the normal little slabs. Looks like they use something slightly different for the thicker cards, but nonetheless, absolutely cool. We have a lot coming back. Like I said, there's a couple PSA subs I expect back early next week, so we'll have more videos for you guys. Thanks for being patient. Just a lot of stuff tied up in grading right now. So like, subscribe, dislike, unsubscribe if you hate my stuff. And if you leave comments, absolutely, if you keep them positive, cool. If you don't keep them positive, you know how I am. I'm not looking for 5-star Yelp reviews here. So if you say something silly, well, you're going to get a little bit of smart aleck stuff back. So thank you guys again for everything. Wouldn't be here without you, literally. So, enjoy your day and have a good one.